Are you frustrated with your finances and feel like you just can't catch a break? This is why I created the Mindset to Millions course. This course will help you along your financial journey and help you achieve your financial goals and transform your life into something more fulfilling. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, if you don't know me, let me tell you who I am. First of all, I'm Nia Adams. I'm the creator and founder of Perspectives. And basically, it's a financial education brand. And what we do, we help you go from struggling and stressed about money to empowered so you can achieve financial stability. We help you release the shame associated with your money mistakes and transform your spending habits. Now, me personally, I was not always good with money. Like, we're going to keep it real. I had my struggles. I was a single mother at the age of 17. Had my daughter probably about 6 days before I graduated. So out here struggling, trying to figure out about going back to school and having a whole human to take care of. Naturally, I experienced some financial woes. So did not know how to manage money. Didn't really have any money talks growing up or receive any financial education. So that had me out there just trying to figure things out because I just truly did not know. And what that resulted in is I lost my job when I was about 18 in my first apartment, which caused me to get evicted. Got evicted. And that was my first, I think, money lesson. But it didn't hit like you would think it would have hit because I still had some more mess ups. But it took a while. So, did that, got myself a better job, got me a good government job. So at this point I felt like I was doing well and I made great money. And I started hearing about people purchasing houses. So I wanted to go buy a house. And typically, all you think about is, oh, well, I make good money. So I should be able to do these things that I want to do because I'm working hard for my money. Everybody say I make a great income when I look at all these charts. So I should be good, right? And in fact, no, it wasn't good because I hadn't worked on like what money habits I had, where they came from, how to correct them or improve them. I was essentially out here like finding different resources and only following the steps. Okay. So that led me to a whole whirlwind of hitting rock bottom, having to pull myself up like on a rope. And it wasn't until I really had to sit down and take that deep dive and do that self work to realize where my money habits came from that helped me make the transformation to really, I guess you could say, do something about it. And with that, that's when my life began to change. I had filed bankruptcy. I had experienced foreclosure and I had to build myself back up from that bankruptcy. And this is back when, like, I filed bankruptcy almost 10 years ago. So this is back when it was much harder at that time, that I had to pull myself back up. But I was able to do it. And I still had a few more lessons to learn because I did go on to create um, more credit card debt. But once I paid that credit card debt, I paid about $50,000 off within 2 years. And then I paid for my undergrad out of pocket so that I can get my income. And I started to realize why I did the things I did with money. And so, of course, one of them was me not having a proper education. Two was me experiencing scarcity when I was younger, and I had taken that scarcity mindset with me. And now that's how I ran my finances. So it typically affects each person in a different way. But I went at this journey alone and I didn't lean on other people because I was ashamed of the mistakes I made. And I didn't tell people because I, felt bad. I was ashamed of myself. I felt like, oh, well, I shouldn't be making this mistakes, or I should have been here by now. And, this is not what it's supposed to be like. So I'm going to keep it to myself and put my head down and just work on my problems by myself instead of looking out for help. So That's one of the first reasons I wanted to create this course, to provide a resource for other people like me so they don't have to go at it alone, and you don't have to deal with someone who's going to talk down to you about your finances or any financial choices you have made. Create a safe space so we can feel comfortable about having money conversations, because we need to have real money conversations. It should not be a taboo topic anymore. This is something we should be talking about. You hear me? And so the next reason why I wanted to create it, because I wanted to be able to have a community of people who were all working on their finances so that you wouldn't feel alone, because you'll have people there working on the same thing that you're working on that will share your sentiments, who you'll be able to express the frustrations and they will understand. They won't say things to discourage you. They won't do things to try to mess up your financial goals or detour or derail them. They'll be doing things that'll be supportive because they completely understand your journey. I've run into too many students of mine who have had the issue of, one, not having a supportive community around them, not having people who support them going on their financial journey. They've had the issue where they make a decent amount of money and they're typically like, okay, so my typical student, they're typically the MVP in most areas of their life. They are the planners for when it comes to things that they have going on. They're the one who's always looked at as having everything together. They make a decent income. They're established. They have their own car, their own house. Like, they're doing well. But they can't seem to understand why their money is always gone. And it's typically because they don't have a very bad credit score. What it is they have these high debt balances and all these multiple cards. And typically that's how they've run their life. They're used to charging everything on these cards. So they've racked up all this debt, but they don't realize this debt is literally sucking the life out of their paycheck. And that's why they can't get ahead. That's why they feel like they can't get ahead or they can't progress. So I wanted to create a resource that is going to help them work through that and help them get to, oh, I want to travel more. Oh, I want to live more of my life and I want to do better with my life. So that's one of the reasons that I created this course. So, but we're going to talk about it. The name of the course is the Mindset to Millions course. And this course has 3 parts because, first of all, I understand that this type of individual is busy. Like I just said, they're organizing events. They work a job where they're established. So they do have other people who need them during the day. They typically might have kids, or even if they're empty nester, they have a life. So they have things to get into. So I created the course with 3 modules. It's on demand, so you can access it when you need to. But that's why you get the access to the group. You get the access to the group because that's what's going to help you work through it, because you're going to have like-minded individuals there. You're going to have me there to ask any questions that you have. The next part of it is, if you want, I have an accountability circle where I can help you, like, give you that accountability and be on you, because that's the next problem. Some of them will sign up and feel like, oh, well, if I sign up for this, I'm going to sign up and then I'm going to waste my money because I'm not going to do it. No, ma'am, I'm going to reach out to you and we're going to help you and continue to push you as you go through this. And then I wanted to create something that touched on the different things, but they're not these long, hour-long sessions. So the first module is going to be debt detox, because we all know our why. Our why is we want a more fulfilling life. We want to be able to have more time. We want to be able to spend more of the money that we make on what we want to spend it on. We want to get to those big life events and be able to be at those family gatherings. We want to travel more and live our best life. But one of the biggest obstacles standing in between us and that is our debt. So the first module is debt detox. And we're going to talk about all the different types of debt, how interest is applied differently to the different types of debt, and how to attack it. And we're going to talk about different ways to attack it, because the same method is not going to work for everybody. So then the next module, the second module, is going to be budget brilliance. And I feel like it's better if I bring a visual to really kind of just show you what we're dealing with. So as you can see, if you look at this, now you see Mindset to Millions course. So going into this course, I'm going to show you what the different sections is. So like I said, the first one is debt detox, organizing your finances, getting prepared to start taking action. What do I need to do? Where do I start? This module is going to answer that question. The next one is going to be budget brilliance and mindful money. And that's going to help you start to be intentional and purposeful with your finances. It's going to break down budgeting. I'm going to do a live demonstration and show you what budgeting looks like. And then say you have an unexpected expense, I'm going to show you how to navigate that expense and what that looks like in your budget. And then the last one is going to be travel and thrive. Travel and thrive is basically to help you budget when you travel. Not to say you're staying in hostels or you're out here penny pinching and not living your life, but how to book travel and still be able to travel the world, see the globe, but that does not necessarily mean that you are breaking the bank, okay? Because a lot of times we think just because we travel, that means we're not going to be able to see more places, or we're going to have to save up 2-3 years for one trip. And it doesn't have to be like that. So I'm going to share. Me, myself, I've been to over 30 countries myself. If you follow me anywhere on social media, and if you don't follow me, this is your opportunity to follow me now. But you'll see I travel and I like to go. So I share a lot of tips and tricks and things that I typically use myself. Now, after you take this course, one of the best things that you're going to do is you're going to start to feel relief. You're going to start to feel relief about those stressors and that weight you feel like your finances currently have on you. You're going to start to see that pressure being relieved because now you got an actual plan to execute. You're going to feel like you're a part of a community because you're going to have people running the race alongside you. No, you no longer will feel like you are on an island. And you're going to start to see the results as you start to chip away at that debt. Every time you make another payment on your debt and you pay off debt, you give yourself a pay raise. So one of the things that I really wanted to do is share with you a lot of things that other people had to say about it. I don't feel like you should only take my word for it. Share what others have to say. So I chose a few of the testimonials, and we're going to talk about what a lot of other people had to say. So this is for the debt detox module of the course. Just share with you what others had to say. Nia's Mindset to Millions class provided a fresh perspectives and understanding personal finances and consumer behavior. Nia's engaging teaching style and real-world examples made the content relatable and easy to understand. I'm looking forward to the next session. So one thing about me is we're going to make it relatable. It's going to be down to earth, and we're going to keep it real. We're not here to fluff. We're not here to make you feel bad about anything. And we're not here to make you question why you made financial mistakes or what's going on. Okay, let's read the next one. That this session consisted of helping you to understand debt, installment, and revolving, knowing why debt holds you back, and how to use the debt or avalanche debt methods, and to basically be intentional with your goals and finances. Okay, let's go, sis. Right. Like, we're not here to play. We're not here to play. We tired of debt blocking us from where we need to go. So we're going to do something about it. Okay, lastly, Nia's session provided clear, down-to-earth, real-life scenarios and actionable items to help you become better acquainted with your financial habits in order to make changes to your finances. So at least you know it's not just me saying it. It's others who had the same things to say. Sign up for the Mindset to Millions course. I'll make sure that I put the information down in the chat. It'll be in the description of the video. But I wanted to create a resource for you to help you along this journey. You don't have to go on it by yourself. And there is nothing against asking for help. Give yourself grace, okay? Along this journey, it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some work, but you're going to need to give yourself grace along this process.